microphones are on. The Committee of the Whole meeting for Monday, February 27th, 2017 is called to order. Alderman Maladra and Alderman Bruno are missing, otherwise everyone else is here. My name is Alderman Rich Marks. I'm one of the aldermen of the Second Ward. Also, Don Cummings is the other alderman of the Second Ward. So we'll just get down to business. Item 2 is approve the Committee of the Whole minutes from February 13th, 2017.
Second.
Moved by Kilberg, second by Singer. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, seeing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Well, that's good. That went through unanimously. Number 3A, items of business. 3A, recommend draft resolution authorizing publication of updated 2017 City of Geneva zoning map. Moved by Alderman Kilberg, second by Alderman Cummings. Questions? I know Mr. DeGroot is here in case we have any, but are there any questions, comments? I don't think there were any changes from last year that I saw, except ones that we've had approved. Hearing no questions, seeing no questions, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous. Item B, 3B, recommend draft resolution authorizing waiver of bid and contract with Metropolitan Pump in the amount not to exceed $43,071 for Western Avenue lift station pump replacement. Motion by Kilberg, second by Sino. Any questions? Okay, hearing none, seeing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous again. I get these, don't I? It seems like I do get these. Well, okay, we'll hit one or two, okay. Item 3C, recommend draft resolution authorizing execution of easement agreements for lots 24, 25, and 26 of the Meadows subdivision.
So moved.
Motion by Cummings,
Second.
second by Kilberg. Any questions, comments? Alderman Simonian.
Thank you, Chairman Marks. Bob,
Yes, sir.
I read a couple of these this evening, and I noticed we have a lot of leaks next to utility poles and large trees. Is this just the nature of the beast, or
Yeah,
is this just,
this backyard is throughout that area. Is thankfully we don't have we're not a community that has a lot of that, but this is in an area that unfortunately has the not only the water but the sanitary pretty much in the same trench.
Yeah.
Electric is right there, and so it does make it difficult when we go to try and either make repairs or in this instance, because we've had breaks in this area in the past,
Yeah.
we're better off just putting in a new line there instead. So,
Okay.
but the plan is in next year's budget, I do have money allocated, if approved, to either replace the rest of that section going through the backyards, directionally drilling in a new one, or we can line it. So I'm looking forward to doing that so we don't have other
Gotcha.
problems in the future. So.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Any other questions? Alderman Kilberg.
No, that's just the, and I don't know how it was developed, but that was the amount that was put in there by the city attorney, Radovich. So, and it was just $10 for, the easement. I don't know if that's the the minimum that we can put in there, but, I'm sorry, so.
Any other questions? Hearing none other, seeing none other. Anyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Say nay. No, passed unanimously. 3D, recommend draft resolution authorizing contract with H. Linden and Sons in an amount not to exceed $75,770 for Sheaver Avenue water main replacement. Motion by Singer. Second. Second by Sino. Any questions? Well, we still have Mr. Van Gascom. Okay, hearing none, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous again. Item 3E, recommend draft resolution authorizing purchase of Itron 100W ERTs from United Systems at a cost of $76 per unit.
So moved.
Motion by Kilberg. Second by Alderman Singer. Questions? No? He was pointing to Alderman Cummings. Oh, it was Cummings? Okay. All right.
Thank you, Alderman Flanagan. Kilberg.
I guess I'm losing control. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 3F, recommend draft resolution authorizing professional design services contract with WBK Engineering in an amount not to exceed $67,100 for engineering, design specifications, and IEPA permitting for Richard Street and Stevens Street reconstruction project. I need a motion. So moved. Motion by Sino. Second by Alderman Berghardt. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, seeing none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Unanimous. Item 4 is new business. Does anyone from the audience have any new business? Then we'll come up to the dais. Hearing none, seeing none. Anyone from the dais? Alderman Berghardt.
Thank you, Chairman. I was able to attend the Our Past and Future Cities presentation on Saturday. It was presented by the Preservation Partners of the Fox Valley. It was one of the best presentations I've been to in a long time. I had a busy weekend. I had to move some stuff around to get there, but I was really glad I did. The speaker was Ben Willis. He's an architect at Union Studios in Providence, Rhode Island, and he had been able to take a tour of St. Charles, Batavia, and Geneva the day before his presentation, and I took tons of notes. I'll keep it short, but he talked about how our level of architecture integrity here in the Tri-Cities is very high. He said that could kind of plant the seeds for infill development. He talked about the challenge in old river cities like ours. How do we encourage architecture that improves community character and regional identity? He said basically find your city's overarching themes, find what people love and do more of it. He said that can lead to a instead of a NIMBY attitude, a YIMBY attitude, yes, in my backyard. And his firm specializes in infill development, not just in the Northeast, but all over the country. And a lot of the things he was showing really resonated with issues and challenges we've had here in Geneva. So there's a great turnout for this event. I know it's one of a series of seminars that the Fox Valley Preservation Partners hope to bring people from outside the area in to talk to us about preservation issues. The mayor and Stephanie were there. Since not everybody could make it, someone asked Ben if he'd be willing to do the presentation for video so that we could have it like by YouTube to share, and he definitely seemed open to that. So hopefully that'll happen, and I can share that with you in the future, because it was really a lot of good food for thought, a lot of stuff that I sometimes struggle to put into words. He really did a good job of addressing. So thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Berghardt. Anyone else? Alderman Simonian.
Thank you, Chairman. I'd like to see if we can get on the agenda for the 13th, March 13th COW meeting to rescind the 2% places for eating tax.
Comments, discussions, I guess? Mayor, I guess I defer to you at this point.
We take it under consideration.
Okay. You will put it on the agenda?
We
Okay.
take it under consideration.
Okay. You'll take it.
Point of order.
Alderman Simonian?
Mayor, you had mentioned that any three aldermen request to put an agenda item on, we'll get it on the agenda. Is that correct?
If any three aldermen request a certain topic be considered under a special committee of the whole meeting or a special council meeting, it will be considered. If the request is simply to add an item to the committee meeting, we tend to add items or consider items based on the either length or breadth of that meeting so that we can give it the full attention it deserves. So we don't have that meeting, of course, yet built out, so we don't know. That's still 3 weeks away.
So requesting it at this early stage, it still waits until after the agenda is set up?
No, every agenda is built through input from the directors as to what is in the conduit, if you will, for consideration in terms of normal orders of business. So,
So, should I get the aldermen three aldermen to support this and submit it, or is this submittal good enough?
the submittal that you requested will be taken into consideration.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions? Okay, that does it. Seeing none, hearing none. Next item on the agenda, oh, wait, I do have one thing. The Natural Resources Committee, correct? And
Correct.
this Saturday night is hosting the,
Wine, Cheese, and Trees at the Persinger Recreation Center from 7 to 9:30 PM. Tickets are $30. You can find them on the website or one of the NRC members or at the door.
okay.
And there's lots of great auction items. They raise money to reforest the city of Geneva. In the past 3 years, they've donated $20,000 for planting of trees.
Worthwhile cause, so.
Thank you.
And, no, well, you're welcome, but I've attended that in the past, and it is a very enjoyable evening. So, next item on the agenda is adjournment.
Motion adjourn.
Motion by Alderman Simonian, second by Alderman Sino. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Meeting's adjourned. Microphones are off.